Hey there, it's Katherine, Norland, and I want to talk to you if you feel like you're burned out, you're spinning your wheels, you're anxious, you've got these dreams and goals, but you kind of feel stuck and you're trying to make things happen and it's not working, and you feel like there's things that you need to get your business, your dreams, your goals going, and you don't have those things, but you're trying to do it and trying to make it work with what you have. You're trying to piece things together. So what do we do when we kind of feel like we're spinning our wheels and we want to get to this goal, and we feel like, oh, I can't do it because I need this thing and I need that thing, and how is this all going to piece together? And you've got little bits of information because you've read a couple books, or maybe you've watched a few videos, tutorials on YouTube, maybe you've bought a course, but there's a lot of empty gaps and holes that fill it in. And those are times in my life where I have coaches, right? I have 2 coaches right now, and I'm thinking about hiring a third one. I have a life coach, and then I have a coach for speaking in different areas of business. And a lot of really successful people, they have multiple coaches, like athletic stars. But anyway, even if you don't have the resources to have a coach, and even if you do have a coach or a couple coaches, you can still get stuck. Why is that? Why can you still get stuck on not knowing what to do and what the answers are? Well, there's a few things I can think of, and you can let me know if this is something that you feel, is something that would benefit you or something you need to take care of. So as we talk right now, and I'm thinking of a lot of things I have to do, sometimes you're being pulled in different directions because your kids are interrupting you. So that just happened to me. Cut that out of the video, but the dog's in here barking, and the little one's interrupting me, then the big one's trying to help me get the little one out, and it can be kind of chaos. That can be one of the reasons you don't have enough time to think. My tip for that is to try to get up early before anyone else is awake and schedule that time of thinking. I know it seems like I need to be doing. I have these goals, I got all this stuff I need to get done. But if you don't schedule time to think, you may be like that person that's driving 100 miles an hour to get to your destination, but you're on the wrong freeway. You don't want that to be you. So you want to make sure you have the clarity and that you're not operating in a confused state. You think, I'm getting so much done, but is it even the right things you're doing for the right reasons, for the right goals? It's like maybe you've heard the saying that you spend all your life climbing the ladder only to find out it's against the wrong building. So we don't want to do that. You have to have those times of quiet introspection. So that's number 1. Schedule time for quiet introspection. That will help you get rid of the confusion and lead to more clarity. The second thing is, what are all the things that you know how to do? Sometimes the answers aren't coming for the other things because you know there are other things you need to do and take care of, and you're not doing it. I am so guilty of this so much that I will let things pile up because they don't feel as important. They don't feel as important as writing that next book, or writing my next course, or helping people, or coming up with my next group coaching program, or whatever. But they're sitting there. You don't realize it's pulling from your mental reserve. So as I'm sitting here looking peaceful, over here on my desk, let's see, there's a pile. There's a big pile of papers. Over here is a cubicle full of papers. There's boxes I need to deal with. Over there's tons of my kids' toys, boxes of stuff I need to take care of. So as I'm sitting here trying to get clarity, all these things that need to be done are pulling at me. I've got piles of laundry that need to be put away in the bedroom. But I come into my office and I think, I got to be productive. I got to work on the next book, the next course, the next thing, whatever that thing is for you. Do you have piles of things? This is number 2. Do you have piles of things adding to your lack of clarity? And that's clutter. So sometimes you have confusion. That was number 1, because you're not taking the quiet time to get to the heart of what you need to do. Number 2 is, do you have clutter? Because that clutter adds to the confusion. I can sit here and do number 1 all I want and think, I'm going to get this clarity I need. I'm having this quiet time. And yes, I got some while I'm sitting here and praying and reading the scriptures. But even with that clarity to move, like I got some ideas like, oh, okay, I know what I need to do. But even if I sit down and try to do that, the confusion comes in because I've got clutter piling up. So you can't necessarily even get to that next place until you have taken care of the clutter. So that's number 2. Lack of clarity will cause anyone not to move. Confusion will cause anyone not to move. Also, here's a third thing that stops me and probably has stopped you in the past or might be stopping you now. And that is the thinking you need a certain thing to get to the next level or go to the next place. I've been stuck hitting this wall for a long time, maybe a couple of years, trying to have the perfect website, trying to have the perfect landing page, trying to have the perfect sales page. And I've been talking about this for at least a year and a half to my accountability partners, to the mastermind group I meet with. That's another thing. Number 3 is thinking that you need to have a certain thing to move forward in your business, but you might not. So I was standing in line with someone at the Myron Golden Offer Mastery Live and sharing like, well, I will do this with my course once I have this. I will do this once I have this. And they were saying, well, why do you need a landing page? I'm like, well, that's where people go to buy. You have to like have the landing page, have the sales page, so they can go there and click on it, add it to their cart, buy the course, things like that. And she just, sometimes people who are outside of the problem have more clarity on the situation, that whole you can't see the forest through the trees. So she was saying, well, if you find someone's interested, why don't you just have a phone call with them and sell it over the phone? You've got ways you can sell it over the phone, right? You can take Venmo and Cash App and PayPal and all that. And it just was like, duh, why have I been stuck? Why have I been thinking I have to have this perfectly laid out landing page with all the perfect copy, with all the things, with all the bells and all the whistles? And there may be things you too go, well, I can't do this unless I have that. What are the things that you're doing in your life, your business, towards your dreams and goals that you're saying, I can't do this because of this, or I need this first? And I was listening to this scripture today, and Matthew 11:28, and then I heard this preacher say, about this idea in this verse. He said, if you needed it, you would already have it. Something like that. He said something like, if you needed it, you would already have it. So you don't need it, because scripture says God gives you all things that pertain to life and health, all good things. He gives us all good things that pertain to life and health. So if we really needed it, we would have it. God would have already given it to us. So we have to stop and think for a minute. Okay, if I really needed whatever your thing is, to be prettier, to be richer, to come from a different family, to have this doohickey bell and whistle, to have this perfect website, to have this family structure, to have this partner, to have this spouse, to have this business. If you really needed it, you would have it. So if you don't have it, then you can rest assured that God doesn't think you need it, or that you don't need it right now to reach the next level or get to the next step. So that's good news. That's good news, because you're sometimes stopping yourself. I know I am stopping myself thinking, well, I don't have this thing I need. Like I just paid for a consultation with a Kajabi strategist to get all my pages going. And then it was a lot of money for a consultation. And then I was like, yes, she told me all these things that needed to be fixed. And I was like, yes. But then it was like, oh, well, now I need to come up with however X amount of dollars to get all those things done. So I felt discouraged. And then it's like, yes, that may be something I want to incorporate eventually, but do I actually need it right now at this second to move to the next phase of life? Well, no, not really, because there's plenty that I can do and accomplish right now without having everything perfect on those pages. So what is it for you? What are the things that you're saying, well, I can't do this because I'm stuck here, I don't have this? And to remember, if you really needed it, you would have it. So if you don't have it and you don't know what to do, you have to be completely reliant on God to understand what to do and to get to the next level. Being completely reliant on Him. So just remember, number 3 is if you don't have it right now, you don't need it to get to the next level. You don't have to chase it. That thing that you think you need, you don't have to chase it. You don't have to go get it. The thing is, we have to really realize God is working all things out for us. He's working all things out in our favor for our greatest good, right? 3 John 2 says, he says, beloved, I wish above all things that you would prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospers. So He's wishing above everything. So He doesn't want your business to fail. He doesn't want you to be broke. He doesn't want you to not have that thing succeed, because He wishes above all things that we would prosper. So if He wishes that, then that thing you think is stopping you from prospering, the thing that you think you really need, you probably don't. Because God is not going to keep anything from you that you need, right? He gives us all good things that pertain to life and health. And He says, seek first the kingdom of God, and then all these things shall be added unto you. So are you going after and chasing the thing that you think you need, when in truth you need to chase Him, and then He'll give you what you need? So where are you chasing? Is your focus on the right part, on the right thing, on the right person? So we don't need the chase. That's number 3. So we've got number 1 is the quiet time, getting your clarity. We've got number 2 is getting rid of the confusion by getting rid of the clutter. And number 3, if you don't have it, you don't need it. You don't need to chase it. You don't need to chase it. And number 4, getting around like-minded people who are on the same journey, the same mission, who are wanting to accomplish big things out in the world. Get around those groups. I have an accountability group that we meet for 30 minutes every Tuesday night. We knock out, did you meet your goals? What stopped you? What are the barriers? How can you reach your goals next week? What's your goal for the following week? And we're accountable to each other. I have an accountability group that also we text Monday through Friday. Did you work on your needle mover? Did you do your exercise? Did you have your God time? Did you take your vitamins? I have coaches that I'm accountable to. And then I have a monthly mastermind group with other ladies that we're all trying to help each other get things done. We're helping each other record for our YouTube channels. We're helping each other with our courses. We're practicing our speeches. Are you surrounding yourself? So number 4 is community. Are you surrounding yourself with the right community of people that's going to hold you accountable, help you brainstorm ideas for where you might be stuck, and help you get to the next level? With those 4 things, the clarity, the removing the clutter, the lack of confusion, the not having to chase it, and the community, you can accomplish just about anything, okay? Take care of those 4 things and see how things start shifting and moving, and that those things that you think you need come into place because you're seeking Him first, or the clutter is removed and suddenly the clarity emerges, the confusion is gone. Take those precious quiet times to get away from all the distractions. And I know this is going to make a huge difference for you. So you're worth it. You're worthy of your goals. You're worthy of accomplishing all these things. And sometimes it just takes these little incremental shifts to make a difference. Go to katherinenorland.com/worthy if you want to look into my online course, You Are Worthy. That's going to help you stop sabotaging your dreams and building everyone else's so you can step into your calling and live your purpose with confidence. And if you want a sneak peek from that and you want to just know you are capable and worthy and able to do this, that there's nothing that you need to fix or change, there's nothing wrong with you that you need to do to be more deserving, please download my free gift. Go to freegiftfromcoachkat.com. freegiftfromcoachkat.com, and that will give you a taste of some of the stuff that's in that course. Because I want you guys to expand your mind, open it up, have a different perspective of feeling worthy, right? Because sometimes that's the sticky thing. The number 5 thing is you don't do any of these 4 things because you go, well, maybe I'm not worth it. Maybe it's for someone else. Maybe it's for someone that's more worthy of it, someone that deserves it more, someone that has more going for them. That could be what's stopping all the other things. Your number 1 thing of sabotaging yourself in all these other areas, not taking the action you need, not having the accountability, could specifically be you not feeling you deserve it. So if that's the first place you need to start, then go to freegiftfromcoachkat.com and watch those free videos. Shift your mind into knowing you are worthy and your dreams are worth fighting for. As always, live true, love hard, and shine bright.